So let's review tip 4 again, how to burn out faster, so we have a better understanding of the topic for today. So I don't know about you, but I'm almost certain that you get this a lot. An invitation to a meeting with no agenda, no purpose, and that creates stress. Why? Because for starters, you're about to join a meeting and you have no idea what is expected of you. Is the meeting about making a decision, or is it just to brainstorm and toss ideas around? Or are you actually to present something and is expected more of you than just showing up? When you already are overworked and you're close to having a burnout and you feel an enormous amount of stress, the last thing you need is an extra stressor, and thus a meeting where you could be ambushed is not helpful. Second to that, if you attend those meetings with no clear agenda, what is the possibility that this meeting will lead to something? Chances are quite slim. Meetings that have an agenda and a well-defined purpose for the attendees, of course, have a higher likelihood of being actually instrumental and efficient and effective. So just from that notion, you already should be very careful accepting those invites. You see me in the video applying the pro tip, accept the invite and do something else off camera. Of course, you do not really what you should be doing, which is provide feedback to the person that sent the invite, that they should alter the invite and give you an explanation why you should be there. And it's not just only educating the people around you, it's also stealing time away from you and the organization. If you're gonna join that meeting, if it's like, I don't know, half an hour, that hour is gone. Regardless what you do in that hour, you could be doing, I don't know, a game or read a book or whatever, but you're not putting that hour where it should be going, which is into the business. That's one angle. So you need to educate the people around you. Don't send those invites. Make sure what you expect from me, and I will join. But if you would join and you would be doing something totally different, I don't know, do a game, read a book or whatever, that means you're doing two things half-hearted. You can't do two things at 100%. But it also means that you're not only not attending the meeting, but you're also not reading that book with full intention or doing the game with full attention, because halfway you're still in the meeting and listening in and see what's happening. Switching back and forth between tasks is proven to be a stressor, and you might find it interesting to switch tasks left and right, but every time you switch, you force your brain, and your entire system does, to be adjusting to the new situation. That creates stress on its own. So either you are in the meeting wholehearted with right intention and focus and drive it to the right outcome, or you decline and spend time somewhere else. And if the time spent somewhere else means doing something which is good for you, your self-development, your relaxation, your career, whatever, it's always better than try to do two things. Again, your brain has a difficulty with that. You might think you can pull it off, but it's been proven over and over. People who multitask put additional stress on themselves. And if you're doing fine, it's easier to cope with than in a situation where actually you should be first and foremost taking care of yourself because you're close to a burnout. So again, tip 4 explained. Don't do what I did, just accepting any invite. don't do what I did, is joining and then doing something else in parallel. Do two things going forward. Educate the people around you, ask for a clear agenda, and decline the invite if they can't provide it, because you probably shouldn't be there. And when you join the meeting and be there emotionally, mentally, and physically, or spend time in a domain where you find it suits your time better. And it could be relaxation, go for a walk, read a book, or whatever. Everything that has to do with self-preservation or education. With that, look after each other, but first and foremost, look after yourself.